Let's briefly take a look at basis vector transformations as well. So when we have a transformation between two orthonormal primed and unprimed system, a vector v can be written in terms of the primed components vi prime in ei prime hat, and vi prime are linked to vj by aij vj using the transformation matrix. So this is in ei prime hat direction, but this is also equal to the unprimed components vj in ej hat direction. Now you can see that I have vj's on both sides, so vj's will disappear, and I will find that this implies the unprimed basis vectors ej hat are aij ei prime hat, or if I recall j as I and I as j, ei hat is equal to aji ej prime hat. That's when I recall j as I and I as j. Okay, so if I take this equation, ei hat is equal to aji ej prime hat, and multiply it with aij, what would I obtain? Aij ei hat is aij aji ej prime hat. Now aij aji, that's the matrix A multiplied by its transpose. This is equal to 1 Kronecker delta II. That's what I obtain. So I find that because this is aij and aij inverse, which is aji ej prime hat. So this implies I can now write ej prime hat as aij ei hat. So if I want to go to the primed coordinate system basis vectors, it is aij ei hat. Okay, so let's summarize what we did here. We have written our vector v representation using the primed coordinate system vi prime ei prime hat, where vi prime are related to vj's by aij vj, and it's also written as vj ej hat. So vj's cancel. I find that ej hat is aij ei prime hat. This is ej hat. And if I replace j with I, it tells me that ei hat is equal to aji ej prime hat. So this is basically the inverse of the transformation matrix, which is equal to its transpose. If I multiply both sides with aij, here I would get 1 and ej prime hat. So ej prime hat is aij ei hat. So it's going to be aij ei hat. So this is how I do my transformation between basis vectors of unprimed and primed orthonormal coordinate systems. Ei hat is equal to aji ej prime hat, and ej prime hat is equal to aij ei hat. So one is the inverse of the other because it's equal to its transpose due to the orthonormal property.